The Galactic Council's testing facility on Kepler 442c was designed to break the strongest warriors in the galaxy. Ambassador Zixtal of the Hegemony watched through reinforced viewing panels as the latest subjects were transported to what the Council euphemistically called Assessment Zone Omega. The planet's surface was a nightmare of acid rain, predatory flora, and atmospheric conditions that could liquefy most sentient beings within hours. These humans, Zixtal clicked disapprovingly to his aide, they're not even wearing proper survival gear. Through the observation window, a group of 12 humans had just been deposited on the planet's surface. Instead of the expected panic or immediate search for shelter, they were unpacking things from colorful fabric containers. Dr. Sarah Chen, the human expedition leader, stretched her arms above her head and took a deep breath of the caustic air. Her environmental suits, filters kicked in automatically, but she seemed almost disappointed by the protection. Finally, real fresh air, she announced to her team. Jenkins, start setting up the base camp. Rodriguez, get the fire going. This is going to be perfect. The Hegemony observers exchanged confused glances. Fire? On a planet where the very atmosphere could corrode metal. Within the first hour, the humans had established what they called a campsite. They erected small portable shelters with practiced efficiency, gathered the local combustible vegetation, somehow knowing instinctively which plants wouldn't explode when ignited, and began preparing what appeared to be food. Sir, the observation deck's lead technician whispered urgently to Zixtal. They're actually cooking over an open flame. The atmospheric readings show trace amounts of methane. One spark in the wrong place could... I know what it could do, Zixtal hissed back, all four of his eyes fixed on the impossible scene below. Staff Sergeant Marcus Rodriguez was currently explaining to his teammates how to properly gut and prepare one of the local predators, a six-legged creature with venomous spikes that had foolishly attempted to hunt the humans. The trick is to avoid the poison sacs near the shoulders, he said casually, field dressing the beast that had sent the previous test subjects, Zentorian shock troops, fleeing in terror. My grandmother used to cook something similar back on Earth, called them angry roosters. The humans seemed to treat every lethal challenge as an opportunity for recreation. When the acid rain began at sunset, instead of seeking shelter, they extended what they called tarps and began collecting the corrosive precipitation. It's perfect for cleaning the dishes, explained Dr. Chen to her recording device, apparently making some sort of documentary. Much more efficient than regular water. Just have to be careful not to splash it on yourself. Rodriguez learned that the hard way yesterday. The camera panned to Rodriguez, who waved cheerfully despite the chemical burns healing on his forearm. By the third day, the observation deck was packed with representatives from every major galactic civilization. Word had spread throughout the station that the humans were not just surviving the death world, they were thriving. The humans had established what they proudly called Camp Kepler. They'd domesticated 3 different species of local predator, fauna, created a sustainable food chain, and somehow jury-rigged their communication equipment to pick up what they claimed were Earth radio stations for entertainment during their evening gatherings around the toxic chemical fire. This is impossible, declared Admiral Kethvar of the Draconian Empire, his scaled face pressed against the viewing window. That planet has a 97% mortality rate. We've tested over 400 species there. Dr. Chen was currently demonstrating to her team how to weave baskets from the fiber of a plant that was technically classified as a Class 7 biological weapon. The secret is to wear gloves, she explained patiently, and to work with the natural curve of the caustic fibers. My mother taught me this technique during our family vacations to the Australian outback. Jenkins, a young communications specialist, looked up from where he was teaching a local scavenger creature to fetch. Doc, my kids are never going to believe this when I get home. This is like that camping trip we took to Yellowstone, except the geysers here spray acid instead of water. Better mineral content, though, Rodriguez added, testing the pH of a nearby hot spring with a basic field kit. This would be perfect for a natural spa, just need to dilute it about 40 to 1. On the 5th day, something unprecedented happened. The humans began to complain. "I hate to say it," Dr. Chen announced during their morning team meeting, "but this place is getting a bit too comfortable. Jenkins rigged up hot showers yesterday. Rodriguez has been making 4-course meals, and, honestly, the acid rain isn't even that bad once you get used to the smell." Zixtal's mandibles clicked in disbelief as he listened to the translated conversation. "Maybe we should ask for a transfer to one of those Level 9 testing worlds," suggested Jenkins. "I heard Proxima 7 has ice storms and gravity 3 times. Earth normal. That sounds more challenging." Rodriguez nodded enthusiastically. "My kids at home are doing some kind of extreme camping challenge for their scout group. I need to keep up my reputation." The final report filed by the Galactic Council's testing division was quietly classified and buried in bureaucratic archives. The official statement simply read, "Species designation human is unsuitable for standard endurance testing protocols. Recommend reclassification of assessment zone Omega to human recreational facility." 3 months later, Camp Kepler became the galaxy's first and only extreme adventure tourism destination, staffed entirely by human guides who considered it a relaxing getaway from their homeworld's really dangerous environments. The waiting list for vacation spots was already 3 years long,